Hey guys, welcome back to my goofy, silly little YouTube channel. Now, today I am going to talk about what I found basically when I was looking up how to monetize. I also decided to look up how to make a good YouTube channel, just some advice on YouTube. And it was pretty interesting that basically what I found from other YouTubers, they had some strategies that I noticed immediately. And so yeah, I'm just going to be talking about that real quick. So, I came up with 4 types of YouTube channels. I'll just go ahead and name them out. You have a kind of disposable kinds. You have kind of greedy or like trend focusing YouTube channels. Um, you have business YouTube channels and you have authentic channels. So basically, I'll just get straight to the point. Greedy YouTube channels, or like that's a harsh term, but they would be focusing on the patterns and they're doing it for as much monetization as possible or to grow as much as possible. And that is their focus. That is the goal. It's not necessarily a bad thing. They're trying to be efficient and etc. And when I was looking up how to make a good YouTube video, I mean, there's this YouTube channel with like 2 million views dedicated to just talking about how to make a YouTube channel, things about it. The content is almost the same. And basically, they did give some good advice. Like, make at least like 5 to 25 videos before you, like, don't quit before that. Um, and like some other things. I watched it like a couple days ago, so I don't fully remember the details on it, but yeah. And I watched the second video, it's almost the exact same. Like a 3-step method of having like a hook and then having a kind of story and then having a lesson at the end. And there's a couple other things like have good thumbnails and etc. So, yeah. Um, Trash YouTube channels or disposable YouTube channels I came up with. On those channels, they talked about how these small, like on that same channel, they talked about how these small channels were able to become so successful. And they did this by looking up trends and then making like maybe 25 to 30 videos relating to that subject, but changing it around a little bit until they found something that was good, and then they made videos off that, and then they've made like hundreds of thousands, maybe even a million views in like a couple weeks, which is huge. And it's kind of like a greedy YouTube channel, but very small scale. And it's just for like fast growth. You make money off it. Boom. This took me like a month to do it, and I've made like $10,000, which is very realistic off of like 100,000 views, like per video. You can totally do that. So, and they don't have like much outside of that. Like they're really just at that. Like with these greedy channels, I guess. They'd like try to do stuff. They'll at least like put a lot more effort into it, but they'd still like do it mainly for that. But this kind of channel is just doing it just for it, and they're kind of like they do it for a little bit and then they stop. I guess I don't know. It's kind of disposable. It's just a quick, simple money making thing. Um, but anyway, business YouTube channels. On this channel, I'm gonna mention Mr. Beast a lot. He is a great example of many things. Um, but he is a business. He is not your average YouTuber anymore. Um, and basically he went from always doing challenge videos since he was starting off, and then he did challenge videos with strangers and friends, while also donating a lot and just giving away things like crazy, to now doing huge game shows. And basically, I think I mentioned this in my monetization video. Let's say he makes a 50 million view average. That makes him $200 to $400,000, maybe like 500,000 even, which is a lot. But he spends millions making videos, so how he actually makes that money back is with sponsors, selling things like Feastables and merch and stuff like that. He has to have a business in order to actually keep making videos with that kind of content. Um, and so it's not exactly greedy, but they put their business out there. And so and that's what happens when you become a big YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to turn it into a business. That's like another example of a YouTuber is like Ryan Trahan. They started doing this with like candy, um, which is another interesting example. But yeah, and then you can just simply do it on a smaller scale with just merch and just start selling stuff like that. So yeah, they kind of just become a business, and it could become the main thing, and they promote that. Now, The final topic I have is an authentic channel. So, an authentic channel is more of they don't do it mainly for the views and for the money. Like, nonetheless, it's a byproduct and they're happy about it. Um, but it is hard to do this because basically what I was talking about, the other ones, they would try to follow the trends and kind of how the, like what the algorithm wants, what the viewers like. It's like you're just an authentic channel, especially with like low quality and poor commentary and topics, then you'll pretty much never grow, usually, which is really harsh. And it is really hard to be an authentic YouTube channel, to actually become like a big influence from it. So yeah, but basically it's just basic YouTubers. Like just as one random example, like it's like Court Kenshin, Markiplier, I think PewDiePie are just examples. They make pretty good success nonetheless, but they're authentic channels. They just do it for fun, and they're just being themselves. So yeah, those are 4 random channels. I just thought this would have been an interesting video topic. Let me know what else you guys want me to talk about in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.